Hello there, Internet's MegaMogwai here, and I got another episode of 12-year-old React Andy for you beautiful mofos today, as we got a champion, ladies and gentlemen. About time we actually have a champion to react to, as I was saying in yesterday's video that it was unlikely that we would see a champion soon because they already technically revealed 4 with the rework for Teemo, Fizz, Lulu, and Heimerdinger. So I was expecting perhaps some more support cards and then maybe a champion, but to my surprise, here we have Poppy being revealed 23 minutes ago, and we are gonna take a look at this. I mean, I know she's a Yordle, I know she has a huge ass hammer. She was like in the cinematic, like the first cinematic for like the Ruination with Viego's reveal and all that stuff, right? Like I remember her from there, but that's pretty much all that I know about her lore-wise, so I really have no idea what she's going to do. Though I would assume that maybe, I'm going to go ahead and say maybe she has something with like tough, like I don't know, she feels like tough, it would be a keyword that would apply to her. But I would also say that maybe she's a 3-drop or a 4-drop. I don't think she would be like very expensive, right? Because she is she is a little Yordle gal. So yeah, I have no idea. I'm just kind of like rambling at this point. I am recording, yes, all right. Been a minute since I did one of these. Let's see what Poppy's all about.
All right.
Let's go full screen and let's adjust. There we go. Poppy inspires her allies. There's like people singing in the background. Okay, maybe some support. Well, let's just see.
Team adventure time. Today's the day I fight.
Oh, 4-drop. No tough though. I'm gonna go in, you know, 50%. 50% correct for that prediction. Double region. She is from Bandle City and Demacia as well. 4-mana 4/3 Yordle with attack. Grant me and all allies with equal or less power than me. +1/+1. I've attacked with allies 3 times. So benefiting a lot from rally effects and giving everything +1. Like that's a crazy. It's not technically support, but it's kind of like a widespread support in a way, right? Like it reminds me of Cithria. Not the 10-mana one, the 6-mana Cithria, that basically does the same but gives fearsome as well. She's like a 4-mana Cithria now that I think about it, even though she doesn't include allies that are stronger than her. And the level up requirement seems pretty easy as, I mean, not really. Well, yeah, because I've attacked with allies 3 times. I assume that if you play a Poppy early and then she goes down to removal, then you can play a second Poppy and you still get the 1 count from that. Because it doesn't say I've seen. If it said I've seen, it would be a little bit different. So let's take a look.
Find that hero. I can spend a whole fight wondering shield or hammer. They'll never know what hit him.
The support is awesome.
For Demacia.
Same, but,
Whoa, what is that? What is that? What is that?
But
What is that?
same.
Heroic charge, an ally strikes an enemy. If it survives, stun it. Have I seen this card like, I think I've seen this card in like or something similar to this in, on the Runeterra, like a while back on the Runeterra Reddit, like as like a custom design. Her League of Legends ability has to be something like this because it's way too close to what I've seen before. Like I've actually like deja vu with this 5-mana spell. So an ally strikes an enemy. If it survives, you stun it. So it's essentially like a Bandle City version of Siphoning Strike, and effectively a worse version of Concerted Strike. This could be Poppy's signature spell. All right.
But, for this side. Sure you want to do this?
Survives, so you stunned. Poppy Yasuo!
See up there, Pip. For the
Whoa! What is this? 6-mana 5/5. Attack, grant me and all allies with equal or less powers the same effect, but health and with scout. How good is this? I mean, that's pretty strong. You're not giving them +1 power, but okay, so it's effectively like a different take on Cithria, actually. It's just a slightly weaker version of Cithria that also has a weaker overall effect, but it has Scout, which means you can attack with it twice. which is ridiculous, right? Because you're attacking with it once, it grants itself +1 health, so effectively is as resilient as Cithria, and then it gets to attack again and boost them again, which makes your board really, really resilient. Very good, not only against mid-range decks, but also against control potentially, to be able to dodge stuff like, you know, like AoE clears, like Avalanche. You can also combine this with Cataclysm to rally, and also buff up your board. This is actually a really, really neat design.
Ruins the recon! Striking their flank!
Yeah, that's powerful, man. That's powerful. With the list, too. Yo, is Scouts coming back better than ever? I mean, Scouts is pretty good right now, is the thing. Wow, this board is just unkillable, man.
Poppy, might the hero be on this very field? Eh?
I
Double
sure
attack.
hope so. Let me know if you find him.
Okay, I love this shit. Wait. I love this card.
Poppy, might the hero be on...
It's a 3-mana 1/1, but it has double attack, man. If you continue to boost it, like, if you get the stats up there, double attack is one of the craziest keywords to have in this game. I love the art too as well. It's classy as hell.
This very field? Eh?
It's
sure hope
Oarsman!
so.
Oarsman's in the deck. We're seeing Oarsman here with the rally, my favorite
Let me know if you
champion.
find him. Hope you're sturdy.
Saber? I'm sorry for like going back, but I just, it's too fast. Set a unit stats. Oh, it just sets it to 1/6. Dude, that's very interesting, actually. That's super interesting, especially like in an aggressive deck in which you're taking hits, and all of a sudden, just, like that's like keep in mind what I mean. Is it good though? Because in this case, it's actually like a worse troll chant, really. I mean, in this particular case, right? But even in the best case scenario, it's giving a unit +5 health, right? At the expense of draining a little bit of power. So it's not really that good of a card in a vacuum, right? But maybe within Bandle City, like combat tricks, especially defensive ones, aren't within their strong points. So it's all right, because this is Bandle, right? There's no way this is Demacia, because there's many, like, Demacia has stuff like Sharp Sight, which is already better, I think. Yeah, it's Bandle City. Like, Bandle City, I mean, it can't be good at everything, right? So I actually, I like how they approach this. Very interesting card. Works perfectly here.
Guess he wasn't the hero.
Wow, that's
you
sad.
can fry a ferret. Remember what I told you?
Swing low, send him sky high. I'll make you proud. No hero, huh? Guess I'll finish this one.
Okay, so she has the new keyword and impact. And we've already explained that in another video. We already know how that works. Attack grant me and all allies with equal or less power than me +2/+2 and impact. GG. Like, she levels up and you have a board and it's over. That is ridiculous. Like, I expected a stat boost, but the impact on top of that is just nuts. So Poppy, okay, so we've seen, this is what I was talking about with stuff like the fade that we were talking about yesterday, the 1-drop, the Hungry Owl Cat, was that the name? Like the 1/1 with spell shield that are phased, and you're able to generate multiple of them with certain cards. Like, it seems like Bandle City has the ability to spread out very efficiently, and combining that with Demacia and with the rally effects, Poppy can just, honestly, I see her replacing Quinn in Scouts, like we're seeing right here. Like, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, she's just on another level, it feels. Like, this is a huge payoff. Like, now you have, because Quinn's payoff has always been really solid, but this feels like it's a little bit better, for sure. Because now you have this and Misfortune, two relatively low-cost champions that you can play on curve, 3 and 4. Both of them representing, like, game-winning level ups in a strategy that just goes wide and threatens the opponent with multiple attacks. This is really strong design. Like, this card is legit. This champion is actually very legit. Super legit. That's a crazy. Wait, she boosts herself. She buffs herself, which is absurd. Just absurd, dude.
Hammer guard.
Very, very strong. Orange Man for the win. And you just boost again, dude. Like, Rally is nuts. Dude, Scouts.
Complete. On to the
Vandal
next
City
one.
Scouts. But the thing is we've seen, like, in this particular deck, so in this particular showcase, we're seeing Bandle City, right? Yeah, it's Bandle City Bilgewater, but you can build this with Demacia as well. I think Demacia will ultimately be more useful. I could be wrong though. Maybe you don't need Demacia. Maybe it's just Bandle City. No, actually it makes sense that it's Bandle City instead of Demacia. Bandle City Scouts. Yeah, actually, like, I mean, you're missing out on Relentless Pursuits and stuff, but there's other ways to generate Rally. I mean, with Bilgewater, you just got Orange Man, but we see other... you don't have Cataclysm either. Like, Cataclysm is really... Like, this is actually intriguing. Because you can just as easily build her with Demacia and you're good to go as well. There's, like, several ways to approach this already, which is really exciting. Like, deck building wise. Dude, I really like her. You know me and Rally. And we can see, like, all the cards here, actually. I mean, you see the tiny shield. Like, I'm actually blocking the tiny shield. I'm recording, right? Okay. Can I get, like, one video without me saying that? All right, let me actually... Yeah. So you see grant an ally +1. We saw that at the very beginning of the video. We saw the tiny spear, which grants an ally +1. Both of these are generated by something, though, which is the Yordle Squire right here that we see. Can you guys see the... Yeah, now you can see my mouth. My mouse. Elish. 1/2/1. Play, create a tiny spear or a tiny shield in hand. I love this 1-drop. I think this 1-drop is really, really good. Not only in this deck, but just 1-drops in general that give you cards. Pretty good. Yordle Smith, give all allies with equal or less power than me quick attack this round when attacking. That's amazing, honestly. This is not the most original, package and champion, but especially after how Blade Dance has overshadowed some of these, swarming and multiple attack center strategies. Like, it's nice to see Scouts making a comeback and Scouts being able to be built in different ways alongside Bilgewater. You can even go Bandle City Demacia as well. Like, I've been talking like you need Bilgewater in this mix, but no, it actually may make more sense for you to go Bandle City Demacia with Poppy. I'm actually not sure. I have to think, because having Misfortune and there's like some other, like you have the Shark Trainer as well, which can work really well with this too. It's hard to say, but I'm really, really excited. I'm gonna see if there are more cards to go over, and I'll be right back. And we are back, and it seems like outside of all the cards that we mentioned, it's just Poppy's signature spell. That's the only thing that we're missing. It's not actually Heroic Charge like we thought earlier. Okay, you can see my mouse now. It's actually Keeper's Verdict. Place an enemy unit on top of the enemy deck. So like kind of like a clean removal. This card is actually, I know it's slow speed, but compare this card to the likes of the Sunburst, right? This is just as clean as that card, and it gives Bandle City a sort of like single clean removal. I mean, it seems, because of how sped up the game is, it does feel like it's a bit too expensive, but it's not a bad card to have, especially with Poppy already on the board. Having her turn into removal like this is actually really neat. It's not the best signature spell, but it's actually not terrible either. I just fucking love this guy's art, dude. So classy, man. Pompous Cavalier, my favorite follower, all of a sudden. And the Yordle Squire is really neat as well. I'm a big fan of this art. We got Poppy right here. And the Yordle Ranger. Keep in mind that these cards being dual region, that's such a massive deal, man. We're getting quite a few, like, double region followers as well in the mix. Stress defense, like I said, compared to other combat tricks, it may seem underwhelming, but due to the nature of the deck and because it belongs to Bandle City, I think this card could be actually pretty decent. Heroic Charge is, like I said, a variant of removal, but we also don't see Siphoning Strike being played as much, and it feels expensive, and the fact that it's slow speed really does hurt it. But at the same time, if you made him fast speed, then you would kind of be taking a little bit of the Demacian region identity by incorporating, you know, reliable strike spells in a region like Bandle City, which already has a lot to offer. So I like the design of this card, but I don't know if it'll be ultimately viable at a like high rank competitive level. And I really like the Yordo Squire. Some really neat cards, but Poppy is just really strong, man. Poppy's strong and it's exciting, and for players who like the Scout archetype, she's definitely going to be a very threatening force. So really a nice set of cards here. And I'm happy we got the champion. I'm also like really excited for other support cards coming for the other champions, like Heimerdinger. I'm so hyped for that as well. But ultimately, I think Poppy will be really strong. Like her level of aversion is just absolutely nuts, dude. Like it's actually really powerful. And I'm not sure. Like I see Bandle City Demacia as a solid region combination. I see Bandle City Bilgewater, like this we saw in the video as well, and potentially just a new version of Demacia Bilgewater Scouts with this, you know, Poppy taking over Quinn. F's in the chat or in the comments for Quinn. But I'm excited, man. She's a really cool champion. I think they nailed it pretty well. I was saying tough because in the custom version of the champion, she had like tough. She was actually very different. But I do remember a card being very similar to Heroic Charge. So I'm gonna assume that Heroic Charge is one of her like abilities in League of Legends. Let me know in the comments if I'm right about that or not. And I am going to stop talking. What do you guys think about Poppy? Let me know. And we will be back at it tomorrow. We'll be having a gameplay video as I got some spicy decks actually ready for you guys. And that's all I'm going to say. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.